So, dear applicants, dear members, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We organized today's meeting to highlight the most popular and frequent questions we get from our applicants, like how does in reality online learning look like? What computer vision is, and is it really possible to combine general life obligations with online studying? That is why, except our regular guest, Andrei Savchenko, who is the official academic supervisor of our program, we have two special guests. First of all, Elena Guseva from Department of HSU University, which is responsible exactly for online studying. And also our current student, Alexander Blizzoff, who has successfully completed his first year and tomorrow will start his second year master degree studying. And you are all welcome to ask your questions. I share private form in chat. Maybe that will be more comfortable for you to share questions to our speakers anonymously or by voice or use the chat. So here we go, and Elena, you're welcome with your part.
Thank you. Just a second. One second, colleagues.
Am I right that you will describe the preferences and the positive moments of online learning at the current situation?
Yeah, I'm just try to share my presentation.
And also, we invited today two our students, but one of them is quite busy at his work, so he sent us short video with answers to the questions which you sent us before. So after Alexander Blizzoff, I also share short video from your group mate, actually, Anton Gusев.
Oh, I think I finished. Is it okay?
Yes, is it okay? But the sound is quite...
Is it okay? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear, but maybe a bit louder. Speak about louder.
Okay, I'm trying to tell louder. Okay, so let us start. Dear guests, thank you for taking the time to attend our webinar. It's devoted to online education in general and training at the Master of Computer Vision in particular. It is the first full-time higher education program in the field of a computer vision, which is realized online. And to begin with, let me show you some statistics on the subject. According to the slide that you can see on your screen, this year, more than 6 million students were getting their higher education completely online.
May I short remark? I can see the presentation. I see your folder, which is called presentation, with a list of different presentations.
Can you hear my presentation now, right now?
No.
Okay. Okay, I think it may be better without presentation. I think that we will send it later. Sorry, I'm sorry for it. So this year, more than 6 million students were getting the higher education completely online. And such a great number, of course, was influenced by the situation in the world, globalization, digitalization, pandemic, appear to the most influence factors that growing population of online education. And the result is that more than 200 million people now enrolled in global and national education programs online. Nowadays, the numbers continue to constantly grow, and as well as the demand. Key factors was illustrated in the slide, and among them we can elaborate on the labor market's rapid evolution and students' high mobility. The present situation in the world now proves that, oh yeah, we have it. Yes, I have, yes, this slide. The present situation in the world proves that companies can change their locations because of different obstacles in a very short period of time. And for working specialists who want to constantly develop their knowledge and skills, it's convenient to study online. And maybe it's not convenient, unfortunately, to study offline. Can we check another slide, please? Okay, I'll go on. And we can see the growth of educational online offers worldwide, including Russia. Talking about HEC University, which now is the best university in Russia according to Forbes, it counts more than 1,000 online students. Also, in total, in Russia, at least 23 universities offer both bachelor's and master's online program. The most important detail is that online degree means full-time bachelor's and master degrees in a fully digital format. It's not just a certificate or a professional development, no. It's a full-time educational program after which you receive a diploma. And also our online students will have exactly the same benefits as our offline students do. Among them, there are state diploma with an English supplement, full-time educational education is studied and online format is not specified. The draft determined, in Russia it means like отсрочка от призыва, отсрочка от армии, access to our university resources. And moreover, if a student wants, he or she can receive a student ID card, visit campus, for example, library or office of a program, and communicate with academic supervisor, professor, or maybe office, or manager of the program. It's very important to let you know that due to the growing demand of online education, we decided to prolong the admission campaign to the program. So you have an opportunity to apply to Master of Computer Vision until September. And all the details was in my presentation. I hope you will send it after our meeting. There are also information about the program, a QR code with the full of information. And sorry for this technical fail. And I believe that academic supervisor will describe all the points about the program, admission requirement, and also about how and why it's important to study computer vision today. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's all. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Helena. It's Andrei, it's your turn to describe what actually computer vision is, because some people don't understand, some people understand too deep and want to know how do we see the computer vision. So you're welcome.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much for presentation. Just a quick question. Can you hear me? Can you see me? And can you see my presentation?
Yes, for all questions.
Okay, I like it really much. So yeah, I'm an academic supervisor of this program, and I will provide you some brief introduction in the field of computer vision and into our program. So first of all, what's computer vision or machine vision, or I don't know, and why it's worth studying right now? So actually, it was part of artificial intelligence. Computer vision was one of the first applications of artificial intelligence more than 50 years ago. And it was a pure scientific research during half of century. There were some practical applications during this time, but they were really limited. Something like detect face in a photo or in your photo camera, or recognize zip code at some letters or something like this. But nevertheless, it was a really scientific research area, and at the time, no one thought that in the near future we will see something in real industry. But after that, the situation has changed. So that first of all, there appeared a large number of large image data sets. Next, so something like this, like ImageNet and some competition with it. Next, we got a powerful hardware. Actually, it was guided by the growth of computer graphics and game industry. During the game industry, it was required to process images really fast, and NVIDIA company decided to create some kind of graphical processing units which can be programmed. So everything started from computer graphics, actually, and so it's the second really important fact here. So here are some examples of ImageNet. So there were some algorithms, but no one can use them in the industry. And after that, we got these two facts on the very large amount of data, big data, and also computational power. And after that, we saw that it's possible to implement computer vision algorithms in reality and use them in practice. So everything started from a revolution 10 years ago. It's so-called AlexNet deep neural network, which won a famous competition in image classification. So image classification is actually the most simple task in computer vision. So if you ask what is computer vision, I believe first of all, you can imagine some image classification task in which you have some image and you want to understand what's displayed on this image. So you have an image of some animal and you want to answer a question. Is it a cat or a dog or a giraffe or lion or something like this? You have some photo of food and you want to say if this is Indian food or it is, I don't know, Italian food, pizza, pasta, and so on. So again, it's so you answer. So you try to answer what is displayed in this image, and this is exactly the image classification task. And everything started from this task. So the group of researchers, as I said, computer vision was actually mainly developed in research community. A group of researchers from Toronto University won prestigious competitions, and they got really good results. And everything and industry understand that there is a huge potential of computer vision. So everything was started 10 years ago, I believe. So this result was reported in December at the famous NISP conference. So and after that, there appeared plenty of different applications of deep neural networks, of deep learning. So actually, probably you heard something about artificial intelligence or recently, or deep learning or deep neural networks. So everything started from computer vision. And actually, one of the most exciting results, first of all, appeared in computer vision. And after that, for sure, in some other applications like natural language processing and so on and so forth. So right now, what we have right now, practically every large company has a department related to artificial intelligence and for solving computer vision tasks. Moreover, there are plenty of startups who want to work on computer vision, who want to solve different tasks with images, because we have plenty of images all over the world, so there are social networks and you upload your photos on these social networks. There are big data, a big amount of images, and everyone wants to know something about these images, because before this revolution 10 years ago, no one can understand your photo, for example. They can simply detect face or something like this. So right now there is a huge potential of computer vision technologies, and we see all the new tasks which are in progress or which have really reached this level of maturity compared to human. So it was, no one can imagine it several years ago that many tasks can be solved by machine, by computer, I mean in image processing, at the same level as a human being. So something like, again, as I said, it's image classification, or even, so you try to understand what is displayed in the food image. So face recognition, face verification, face identification. I believe everyone knew about these facial systems who knows everything about you, your identity, your age, gender, emotion, and so on and so forth. So it's, again, it's a kind of current state of the art here. So for sure, some applications in video surveillance. So actually, it's face recognition is a part of these video surveillance systems, but you can also recognize not only the faces or identities of a person, but also some dangerous, some potentially dangerous bags, something like here, this. And for sure, as I said, a great amount of facial analytics. I mean, how to what's the age of the person on the photo, and so on and so forth. So this is about current situation. So there are plenty of tasks that have been solved successfully, and there are a lot of departments or even companies who try to hire specialists in computer vision, and they say, okay, if you know computer vision, everyone needs you. But as I said, why so? Many tasks have been solved, or not completely solved, but solved at the level that can be used in industrial applications like face recognition. But why do they still demand, and why do we believe that this demand will be in several I don't know, tens of dozens of years in future? Because I see that there are many new tasks that can be solved using current technologies, deep neural networks, deep learning techniques, convolutional neural networks, and transformers in computer vision. So speaking about trends from, actually it's my personal point of view. So there are a lot of other tasks, and I believe some other researchers in computer vision say that there are some new trends and some other tasks. But from my personal point of view, I see the following trends right now. So first of all, it's generative models. So you heard something about, I believe everyone heard something about deepfakes. So how to synthesize facial image, and there are of person who never existed. So this is one of the most successful applications right now. And here is an example how it looks like by our colleagues. And actually, my former student was one of the authors of this really nice work on how to create a live video from a single photo. This is a guy from Samsung. So this is a result from our colleagues from Samsung in Russia. And another trend is image synthesis. So we have some nerve method and plenty of new techniques how to synthesize an image, I mean, in three-dimensional scene. So we return back to computer graphics. So as I said before, everything started from computer graphics and from powers from NVIDIA. But right now, computer vision techniques, modern computer vision techniques help to create better computer graphics, better games, and better visualization. So this is generative models, and for sure it will be considered in our courses. Okay, so another very important trend is autonomous vehicle. So there are right now there are working solutions, but you know that we expect a great growth of autonomous vehicles, autonomous cars all over the world, not only in some special scenarios, but like taxis. So something that was that we can't imagine even in fantastic movies several years ago. And right now, I believe in several years we will see a great progress here. So emotional AI. the artificial intelligence and every software wants to understand the behavior of a user. So if he is satisfied by the service or not, if he is engaged in online course or not. And this is so-called emotional AI. And I should say that in high school economics, we have great experience in emotional recognition and affect prediction. So we won several international challenges in emotional recognition. So you're welcome to work on this, one of these trends in research in our university. So, and for sure, the various applications of computer vision and mobile AI. So you have photos, you have smartphones, you have plenty of photos there, and how to analyze them, how to predict, for example, your preferences. So we had the project several years ago with Samsung for user preference prediction based on his gallery of photos. Okay, so this is about just computer vision tasks. So there are plenty of computer vision tasks. I mean, how to analyze image, how to synthesize image, and right now we are at the beginning of the of this work. So let me move to our program that we established 1 year ago, because we saw that there is a progress in computer vision. There is a huge demand all over the world, and especially in computer vision. So let's try to do something to teach master students to work with contemporary computer vision techniques. So this is our program. So we have, so you see everything is on slide. We have 16 courses and 2 courses in parallel. And let me show you some, I will briefly introduce you these items for study, and then I will move to the courses, I mean to the main part of the program. So here you see that we decided to create a practical program, because there are plenty of courses in which you study some theoretical, I mean, even online courses in which you study some theoretical knowledge about artificial intelligence, machine learning, computer vision, natural language processing. And then after listening to such theoretical courses with a great amount of mathematics, you move to some industrial company and they say, okay, let's do something simple. Just implement this simple object detection, learn some model for our new data, gather them, and provide some mobile application for this task. And you say, okay, I don't know how to do it. I know only mathematics, I know only some theory, but I don't know how to use it in practice. And that's why we decided to make our program more practical. So how to, so with some tasks, maybe for someone, the first point of view, several tasks are simple, but during the time from one course to another, the complexity of tasks increases. And at the end, you will be familiar with most techniques in computer vision, how to solve really practical, real industrial applications in computer vision. And that's why we asked our colleagues from industry to work on most of our courses, to develop most of our courses, because they knew perfectly well what's required right now in industry and industrial companies. So here is the structure of the program. So we have 2 years, and we divided each year into 4 parts, 4 units, 4 modules in Higher School of Economics. During each unit, during each module, we have 2 courses in parallel. So our year is from September till right now, from the end of September till June. And so you divide it into 4 parts, and in each part you have 2 courses in parallel. The courses are mainly online, so you can listen to online lectures or online screencasts of our instructors anytime you want. So you can combine it with your work, for example, yeah. So you just choose some time to when you are free to listen to these courses, to work on the tasks during each week. And after that, at the end of each course, you have some complex task like examination task, in which you need to work on to do some software, to create some software, for example, and after that instructor will check your software and give you a final grade. Also, we have 3 webinars for each course, 3 live webinars during in which you can communicate with instructors or learn some new information about these courses. For sure, you have online support during your study. And what we study here. So let me briefly introduce our program. So first of all, we have during the first year, we have some adaptation courses in programming, in C++ and Python, and in mathematics. So we just need to adapt everyone because we understand that not everyone knew everything about mathematics and programming. So we need to verify that the students after these courses will be familiar with some main techniques in programming and in mathematics required in future courses. So this is the first part here. And after that, you get so you get 2 special courses. One of them is from my part with in connection with Intel companies to the image processing. It's so-called traditional computer vision. We are using OpenCV library. Actually, OpenCV library was developed in Nizhny Novgorod, in our city by engineers from Intel company. So some of them were and some of maintainers of OpenCV are also the authors of this course. And another course is data analysis and machine learning. It's a course again about machine learning, pure machine learning with applications to computer vision, support vector machines, something like this, gradient boosting, and so on and so forth. So this is course from Huawei, from instructors from Huawei and EPAM. And this is the first half of the year. The second half of the year, we have, again, mathematical courses in operation research and optimization, discrete optimization, and we have a project of machine learning and computer vision. So in this course, you need to develop a complete application, web application with computer vision, something like analyze your web camera and detect some objects during on screen on each frame, something like this. So this project was developed by our colleagues from Experience company. Deep learning in computer vision is a course in which you study deep neural networks. First study from first time deep neural networks for image classification, object detection, and something like this. Architecture of computer vision of computer system again is more theoretical course, but related to programming. So to make you understand better the hardware used in many computing systems, including system working with computer vision. So this is the first year, and the second year is actually, from my personal point of view, I mean, from speaking about computer vision, it's more interesting because in this year you got the state-of-the-art knowledge of the state-of-the-art techniques in computer vision. So this is the course about 3-dimensional image processing. So how to, so you know that the world is 3-dimensional, and we have 2-dimensional images. How to understand this world? How to predict depth of images? How to understand the scenes of images, and so on. So another course is applied task of computer vision. So this, this visual geometry and 3D image processing course is developed by our colleagues from Sber. Applied tasks of computer vision is also a course also developed by our other colleagues from Sber. And in this course, you will learn how to use computer vision in medicine. I mean, in medicine and biology. So how to process medical images, how to segment these images, how to find some disease based only on processing of images. Okay, this is the modern tools for solving computer vision problems. It's again, it's a course developed by our colleagues from industry, from Intel company, and also from Delvin company, and they present modern tools like OpenVINA from Intel, or some Apache TVM or something like this. So how to make computer vision fast. And you have the first coursework here, how to, so during this course, you will communicate with personal mentor on a task that you select. So you will prepare some thesis during this project, you will prepare some software during this project on the topic which you are interested in. So you can choose anything in computer vision and find the mentor from our company and work on the task you are interested in. So this is the first half of the second year, and another half of the second year is devoted to deep generative models. So the author of this course is Sergey Nikolenko, one of the famous researchers and practitioners in computer vision in generative models in Russia. So here is, in this course, you will learn how to generate fake images, for example, yeah, something like this. Computer vision for mobile devices, this is very technical course in software development for mobile devices. So how to implement computer vision on mobile. In this course, for example, we will study how to create something like Prism application. So how to modify your photos by using a style of famous painters. This course is developed by HSC University because we completed several projects with Samsung, with Huawei, especially in the topic for in computer vision or machine vision for mobile devices. Also, we have a project of software engineer computer vision, so how to solve contemporary software engineer tasks. And you have a final project, it's final master thesis. Again, it's similar to the project deep learning in computer vision, but it's the final thesis. You prepare your final master thesis, again, with supervision of some instructor from or mentor from our company. From our program. Okay, so who is this degree for? So for everyone who is interested in artificial intelligence and computer vision, so actually we can work with bachelors, masters who had some maybe not huge experience in the software engineering and programming, in mathematics, yeah, something in technical studies or something like this. So, but actually, most of required information you get after our adaptation courses, and after that you will get everything else during our course. So for sure you need some mathematics and programming experience, but it's just not to, so it's experience not to be afraid of mathematics and programming, because there is no computer vision without programming and without mathematics. But and after that you have plenty opportunities for career in different different industrial companies with computer vision software engineers. You can also work in High School of Economics, continue your study, PhD programs, make some science under supervision of our professors. So you're welcome to work here. Okay, so this part is, so this is the end of my part, and probably it's time for Alina to start her presentation. Do I need to?
Yes, thank you. My part will be quite short.
Do I need to open this, or you will open it by yourself?
I will share.
Okay.
First of all, I just want to remind that we have extended admission campaign till September 17th. We accept applications. Do you see my presentation? Do you see my presentation?
Yes?
Okay, thank you. We accept applications till September 17th. So you are welcome to complete your registration before this day. And the next exam sessions we will hold on September 6th and September 19th. So the last day is September 17th, because we need time to approve your application, to approve your form, and prepare access to the exam system, which will take place on September 19th. You're welcome. If you still think you have time before September 6th and September 19th. About exam, all information about entrance exam, all information is actually placed on our website in appropriate section. It's so-called entrance exam. In just in 2 words, the exam takes 120 minutes, so 2 hours, and you have to solve 4 problems, 3 mathematics and 1 programming task. We receive a lot of questions like, if I last time do some mathematical tasks 10 years ago, may I pass exam successfully? According to our experience, the passing rate is 31 from 100 points. So if you do some mathematical tests and programming tests, it will be really enough to get the passing score. Or maybe the strongest part of your experience is in mathematics, you may do mathematics and left programming, and then it will also be enough. Or on the contrary, you're a superstar in programming, then do programming part for 10 points and left mathematics for just less points, and will also be enough to pass exam successfully. If you have more particular questions, please send them in chat or write to me to my official email, mcv@hec.ru. You're welcome. And also I have special group and Telegram and WhatsApp Messenger. I think that's short my presentation. So once again, we extend deadline till September 17th, and next exams will be on September 6th and September 19th. And now, for me, the most interesting part is going to start. Our student, Alexander Blizzoff, you're welcome with your, I don't know, presentation or just short story or answers to the questions. What you will start from presentation. Okay.
Yeah, do you see my presentation?
Yes.
Oh, good. Oh, I would like to generally describe how was my first year at this program. My name is Alexander Blizzoff, and you also see my handle at Telegram, so you can just write to me Telegram, and I will try to answer if you have some additional questions after this presentation. So, a little bit about me. I have a little bit maybe unusual background here. I have a bachelor of arts in theology and master of arts in theology, and I practically finished my PhD in theology. But when I started my PhD in theology, I became quite inspired with the field and lots of hope, lots of I don't know, something practical. So I started to work as a data analyst in higher education. By myself some programming. I started to program in R, and I was after some time quite okay with it. And after 3 years, I decided to move to a data science field. And now I'm working in Germany as a data scientist in e-commerce. And I have even a team of several people, and we together solve the tasks that we have in e-commerce: demand forecasting, dynamic pricing, item matching. So you might think that this background is not quite relevant to computer science or computer vision, right? I will describe why, even if I work as a data scientist, I still quite like this program, and it's probably the best program for me. So I decided to apply for this program. The first reason was, well, computer vision is exciting. I constantly had this, in my Twitter feed, we did this model, we did this model, now we can create these images. And it was so cool. And when I saw that Higher School of Economics decided to open the full program dedicated to computer vision, I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. The second reason, I received my bachelor and master of arts in Higher School of Economics, and in general, I had a high trust to Higher School of Economics. It's quite a cool university. It has, I don't know, it's very professional, and I just thought that computer vision will be probably also good here. The third reason, and this is one of the most important reasons for me, the depth of this master degree is unprecedented. So I'm a data scientist, right? And when you see these master degrees in data science, what you constantly see, right? A course on reinforcement learning, a course on master on machine learning, a course on deep learning, general deep learning, a course of natural language processing, a course of computer vision, something else. You receive lots of broad knowledge, but we never go to a high depth. And after some time, when I worked as a data analyst and started to work as a data scientist, I received quite a lot of this broad knowledge, and I wanted to go in depth. I wanted to learn something and to, well, master it, right? And when you see that you receive 16 courses on one topic, right? On one very complex, but still one topic, I thought that this is probably would be a very good thing. And yeah, I'm quite happy with my decision. And the last part, right? It's a form of a cure for imposter syndrome, right? Since I have never had this formal computer science degree or formal mathematical degree, but I still work in this field. I wanted to have this also, have a degree in this field because I really like data science and I want to continue to pursue this career. So I also would like to describe a little bit courses that I received during the first year, but I don't want to describe them in general, right? I want to describe what was very good in my experience in these courses. And the first course on object-oriented programming, I really like that we had a part on C++ because I have never worked with C++ before. Right? Since a data scientist, I work with R or, well, Python, right? And I have never worked with C++, and C++ is a very different language. It was challenging, but with this challenge, I also received quite a lot of understanding of how programming languages work, how, for example, memory work, how pointers work, how RAM work, how parallelization works. So it's quite a cool language if you want to even pursue a data science just for understanding of how it works. The second very good part was that we created a web application during this course. And when you work, for example, again, as a data analyst or a data scientist, you constantly need to present your work. And when you have a capabilities to present your work in an interactive way, when you can actually create a web application, it boosts your, I don't know, career quite a lot. The second master for computer vision, the coolest part of this course was that we actually saw how, for example, different linear transformations transform actual images, right? Because sometimes when you work with linear algebra courses, when you see, for example, how to solve an equation, right? It's not that easy to map it to real world. But with this course, you will actually see how your solutions say something about images that you work with. And it's such a cool new way to think about math in a very practical way. The another part, right, that might be very important for anyone who wants to go to industry, right, when we constantly need to, during the interviews, show that we can implement some algorithms. Right? And in this course, you implement Kenny edge detection algorithm, and that's, again, a very good experience to write an algorithm from scratch on your own. The course on 2D image processing, well, the first part, again, it's just a cool thing to learn the foundations of how digital images in general are working, right? How they're coded, what standards are there. It's a very good thing to know. And the second part, right? You use C++ to create a real machine learning algorithm for images, which is, again, when you try to write a machine learning algorithm from scratch, it's a good thing for your understanding. But when you write it on the type of language as C++, you will learn so much more of how machine learning works. So it's a very cool thing to learn. Another course, Modern Methods of Data Analysis, well, you actually receive, yeah, pretty basic course on different machine learning algorithms, but the two good things. First, you use internal Kaggle competition, and it's, again, if you want to pursue career in something data science, data analyst related, an experience in Kaggle is a very good experience to have. And when, for example, in my work, when I implement some algorithm, recently I implemented quite a cool algorithm for demand forecasting, and I also had a competition. I had several external companies that showed how their algorithms perform on our set of products, and my own internal algorithm. And it was designed as a competition. Well, I won, so we internally will already build this algorithm. It's in general, competitions are part of data science, so it's good to have it in this course. And you will have lots of practical tasks and lots of notebooks to use in your future career. The third module was probably one of the best modules on this program yet. You will have two very, very cool courses. The first on modern methods of decision making, show you how to solve different graph problems and especially maximal click problem. Again, if you want to pursue some kind of software engineering or data science work, you will need to implement these algorithms or show how to implement them from within coding interviews. So it's good to have this experience. But another thing is this course is all about different optimization problems and how to solve them. And you will learn so much more how to optimize, for example, let's say again, demand, because I use the knowledge from this course to solve the last part after prediction, the part of my application that does inventory management. So this course has, even if it sounds like very theoretical, it's actually quite practical and business oriented. And the second course during this model, machine learning in computer vision. First, it shows you how to use multiple good coding practices in one project, how to use code versioning, testing, reproducible environment, dependency management. So if you didn't have this experience before, it's very good to have this experience because, I don't know, sometimes people who work in data science think that the work of data scientists lies within notebooks, right? You write a notebook and that's it. But it's actually never finishes, this work never finishes on the notebook. You need to create a solution that can go to production. It needs to be safe, it needs to be reliable. And this course teaches you how to make this more reliable solutions. And well, it's actually quite a good project to put in your portfolio, right? That shows that you know lots of important industry level stuff. And for example, I created a very simple application for efficient data network. This is a very light network that can be used in mobile applications, right? Where you can upload your picture, specify a confidence interval of object detection, press on detect objects, and yeah, it will actually detect objects. You can see here only one person and not everyone, because first it's a very light model that is best used for mobile applications, so it's not necessarily the most precise one. You will constantly have this trade-off between speed and precision in business, right? The second I put the threshold of confidence interval of 65 out of 1. So yeah, we have found one person, but we have found one person and we decided that this was actually a person. And the last two courses, the course on computer system architecture, yeah, it's, as it was said before, it's theoretical, but when you, again, create something production level, it's good that you understand how computation works. Because, for example, let's say you need to decide, will you use cluster, for example, via Databricks that will have loosely coupled architecture? Or will you use one virtual machine with lots of resources and a tightly coupled solution? And it's not that easy to decide if you do not know the differences between these systems. And this course will show you how to understand these differences. And the other cool part is that this course explains quite a lot how to do parallelization. And the parallelization is in the heart of multiple machine learning algorithm. So it's very good that you understand how it works on a hardware level. And the last course that I had, the course on deep learning, I like two things about this course. First, this course shows how to add monitoring and tensor boards to your deep learning solutions, because again, monitoring is one of the good industry level coding and development practices that you will need to use if you want to pursue either computer engineering, machine learning engineering, computer vision career. And the last, another part, this project was quite a challenging one. We had a project on creating an algorithm for deep sort. It's an object detection algorithm in videos. Within it, we add some additional parts like re-identification, so that you can constantly re-identify that in several frames, a person that walks is the same person. And it's, again, quite challenging, but a very good and rewarding project to do. So the last two questions. The first one, was it easy or hard? Honestly, manageable, right? Courses vary in their complexity. Some courses are very easy, some courses will require some time. And if I can give you advice, I will give you one advice. If you do not have experience in C++, it might be a good idea to additionally read a book on it once, or start an additional online course on it. Our program has enough materials to learn C++, but C++ requires some additional practices. So if you have some time, some spare time, it will be very good if you additionally add some experience with this language, and it will be very rewarding. And at last, was it worth for me, right? As a data scientist who is not sure to go to computer vision field 100%. Still, it was very worth for me for several reasons. And the first reason, again, C++ is a beast of a language. It's very fast. And even if you're coding in Python or in R in your work, C++ will still be helpful because, for example, if you want to optimize something for better speed, you can add C++ code into your Python or R project. And these parts will not be bottlenecks because C++ is faster. It's probably one of the fastest languages we have. The second good part, oh, and yeah, I actually applied it in one of my projects when I needed to do some additional optimization on speed. I rewrite some parts of the Python code just in C++ and added it into my project, and it helped. It helped. The second good part was, well, it's a combination of many good software engineering practices in one project. And you will learn about it because it's hard to receive this knowledge. It's very easy to learn about algorithms online, right? You can read Medium articles, you can read anything, you can watch YouTube even for it. But to know how to make these algorithms industry level, how to apply them in a safe and reliable way, you will need way more than that. And to see everything that you, not everything, right, but many things that you need to know in one project and how to apply them and where to look, right, how to do testing, units tests, integration tests. It's a very important. And yeah, for example, for my data science team, I created a process that quite strongly mimics the process that we developed during the course. The last two parts, very fast, right? Person optimization methods. Well, it was good, right? Powerful way to explore different business problems, and course on deep learning provides you. I used this course to create my own solution for matching in e-commerce. For example, in e-commerce, you constantly need to monitor prices of your competitors, right? And how to do it, right? For example, you can swap prices and images from web pages of your competitors. But after that, how to match to products because they might have different names. I added some matching with computer vision. And, well, it helped. So this is for my presentation. Now I had some questions to answer.
Oh, yeah. We have collected some questions from potential applicants in advance, and we divide these questions between our two students. So questions which I'm going to ask you is, first of all, that's the questions from applicants. You ready, Alexander? How is it really boring to watch the recordings? Rate, please, from 0 to 10.
Well, it's hard to put a mark on it, but I will not say that it's boring for one reason, right? Most of these videos are quite practical in their nature. You will never just hear words just for a word's sake. You will constantly hear something practical, how to implement something, how to code something, how to think about something in a practical way. So even if you think about that it's boring right now, after some time when you actually need to develop a project, you will think, oh, this was actually a very good and important part. So yeah, I wouldn't say that it's boring.
Speaking, watching at moment, rate please from 0 to 10. Then you don't know at this moment that in future you have to rewatch once again. What is the rate of boring?
Again, not boring, right? I would say that rather not boring.
Rather not boring. Okay. The next one, is it difficult to do project with classmates online, like communicate, get feedback, ask to cope answers, cheat, etc.?
No. We have, for example, our Telegram chat, and I needed to discuss something with my classmates, so I just read to them and they respond. So no problem.
Okay, and the last question for you is, where do you work on? You have already mentioned this, and will you concentrate only on CV after graduation?
Yeah, the biggest part of my presentation, right? This program does not necessarily require you to go into computer vision. You will still receive a ton of cool and useful information, even if you work as a data scientist, data analyst, general machine learning engineer. You don't need to go to computer vision to receive a very good material.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for such wide presentation and answers. Thank you. And now we complete with your part. And after I'll ask Andrei Savchenko to share a short video from our second student. Questions which I sent him were, wait a bit. Is it difficult to study in English if I have never done it, but my level is good? And is it true that educational projects can be really shown in your CV, in your curriculum? And how serious are they? I think the applicant asked about project, which we mentioned, speaking about that every course has its own project. I think that was the question. So this is Anton Gusev.
Yeah, okay. Let me check everything. So can you see him and can you hear?
Hello, my name is Anthony.
Okay, so I will continue.
I'm 28 years old, work as a data engineer, and currently study on the Master of Computer Vision program. Here I answer some questions about it. First one was about learning in English. In my case, it's not a problem at all. If you have good English, for example, intermediate or upper, and sometimes you will notice that even teachers don't speak it very well, but not so much of them. The next question was about using the projects from you're studying in CV. I think that the projects in the program can be really challenging. They can show that you have some knowledge and experience, but on the junior level, in my opinion. So if you try to find some junior position, it will help you, but if you try to find some senior or middle, I don't think so. It's my personal opinion, but I haven't tried to find the job in computer vision, so maybe I don't have enough experience. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, okay, that's all.
I'll send him our thank you because he recorded this video just 5 minutes before webinar. Okay, for today is over. If someone from the participants have questions, you're welcome to ask by voice or send questions in chat, or maybe later share this question to MCV email, messengers. As I understood, there is no hands, there is no questions. So then, thank you all participants. Thank you, Helena. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you, Anton. Thank you, Andrei, for joining us today. Hope it was useful for you to take a decision or to participate at the entrance exam or enter the program. Thank you. The recording, as usual, will be available on our website, and I also share the link to the Telegram channel. Good luck for those who have also registered for exam in September. Yes, this is all for today. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.